We start with the COVID-19 situation. South Korea is again expected to see a record number of infections on Tuesday, possibly topping 40,000.
Meanwhile, authorities have announced new measures to treat at-home patients, mainly to make better use of resources amid the rampant spread of the Omicron variant. For more on this, our reporter Choi Min-jung is here in the studio with us. Good morning, Min-jung.
Good morning.
So let's start with the local tally for today.
Well, again, we're expecting the daily tally to reach close to 40,000 today. From midnight to 9 p.m. Monday, South Korea saw more than 31,700 cases. It's the very first time the figure has surpassed the 30,000 mark for this time period. The tally jumped by more than 4,000 cases from the previous day, while it has more than doubled compared to a week ago. At this point, we are no longer seeing the weekend effect coming into play, as we usually tend to see fewer cases drop as fewer people get tested during the weekend. Recent data shows that around 1 in 4 people getting tested are infected with COVID-19. And given the current trend, authorities are predicting the daily tally to reach as many as 170,000 by the end of February.
Yeah, pretty remarkable numbers if that does materialize. In regards to how South Korea is dealing with Omicron, the country is coming up with its own tailored Omicron strategy to try and tackle the problem, specifically in regards to treating Omicron at home rather than at the hospital.
Right. Health authorities have announced that at-home treatment will be focused more on those at high risk. Patients recovering at home will be handled largely in 2 groups, an intensive management group and a regular management group. Those eligible to receive intensive care will be people aged 60 and above, or those taking oral COVID-19 treatment pills. Treatment kits, which include fever reducer, thermometer, and a self-test, will now only be provided to those in the intensive management group, and they'll continue to get 2 health checks daily. Those who are asymptomatic or have mild symptoms will be categorized under the regular management group. They will not be provided with treatment kits and will no longer be monitored. But if needed, they can visit local hospitals for non-contact treatment.
Now, Min-jung, let's shift to the vaccination front. We hear authorities are preparing to administer the 4th shots of COVID-19 vaccines. Tell us more on that.
Right. Authorities announced Monday that they are planning to administer 4th dose of the vaccine to people at nursing hospitals and care facilities. They said this was mainly to prevent cluster and breakthrough infections at these venues. Data has shown that there were a total of 66 cases of cluster infections in January, resulting in nearly 2,500 patients. And there were 7 cases of cluster infections in the first week of February. What's also concerning is the relatively higher risk of breakthrough infections among seniors who have gotten 3rd shots. Although those infected with Omicron are less likely to become severely ill than when infected by the Delta variant, authorities are saying that the number of critically ill patients can increase if more people at higher risk are infected. Authorities are considering to administer the Novavax vaccine for those who haven't yet received a jab.
Now, it's not only South Korea, of course, feeling the brunt of this rampant spread of Omicron. Other countries around the world are also having a torrid time right now, and some countries are considering whether to impose or reimpose much tougher antivirus measures.
Right, Mark. Japan has seen an all-time high figure for a Monday with cases exceeding 68,000 in a single day period. This was an increase of more than 5,000 cases on week, and the average daily figure increased 1.3-fold compared to a week ago. Japan is currently considering extending the quasi-state of emergency in Tokyo and 12 prefectures by 2 weeks. This includes restricting business hours of restaurants and bars. Meanwhile, Hong Kong is also seeing a spike in cases due to Omicron. The country was almost COVID-19 free in the second half of 2021, but things changed since Omicron was confirmed in the country in late December. Last Saturday, Hong Kong confirmed around 300 cases, but in just 2 days on Monday, the figure doubled with over 600 cases reported. But at the same time, countries in Europe are easing restrictions as they are seeing a decline in the number of cases after hitting the peak of Omicron cases. Starting this weekend, Italy will lift outdoor mask mandates, which are due to expire on February 10th. Health authorities have decided not to extend the mandate given the improving virus situation. And things are also looking good over in the UK. The number of patients being admitted to ICU dropped to as low as 20 a day. In January, around 400 people were being admitted to ICU during the peak of the wave. The Times reported that the decline comes mainly as Omicron is less severe and 65% of the population have gotten booster shots.
All right, Min-jung, thank you so much for your report. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Thank you.